Hi, I am so feeling like I want to cry right now. My grandsons are gone back home, and I had my fun. I was playing, laughing, running, doing cartwheels, playing basketball, racing. Just riding the bikes. Just having the fun of my life as if I was back in my childhood days, letting me know that is still in me. But right now, this morning, they left a couple of days ago, Wednesday, and today is Saturday. So Saturday morning, I decided to get up and be motivated to start back having some type of extracurricular activity in my life again, because it's been about 3 months. But by my grandsons coming and leaving, now I feel more of a sense of loneliness. Here I am. And then here, let me see if I could show you. I don't know if it's showing my bicycle or not on the camera, but I decided to start riding my bicycle. And as I'm on my way to the park riding my bike, my chain popped 2 times. So it's like I'm feeling like it's rubbing it in my face that you're alone, you're by yourself, oh wow. So that's something I gotta just dust it off my shoulders. I acknowledge that I'm feeling very lonely, and one of the reasons I stopped exercising was because it was beginning to feel like a job and not fun anymore. So yes, I acknowledge I'm feeling that type of feeling, but I can't stay in that feeling because I know those type of vibrations aren't bringing me the desires of what I'm seeking in my life. But as you notice, I do have on my rose-colored glasses. I am attracting love. I'm seeing life through rose-colored lenses, attracting love. But I have to find some place to put my bike because I am still going to go walking, even though my bike chain popped twice, came off twice on my way here. But I wanted to mention, I guess I'll put my bicycle behind the bushes here. I wanted to talk about how I am having so many opportunities to, where can I put my bike? Okay, so many opportunities to have to balance the masculine and the feminine. And what I'm meaning by that is I know that I'm a very emotional person. So it's like I'm going from one extreme. I'm trying to hide my bicycle in the bushes here somewhere. Oh boy. But God forbid anybody taking anything. But what I'm speaking of is, excuse me. I have had multiple opportunities. Oh my gosh, all this mud on my shoes. Excuse me, y'all. But okay, what I'm talking about is that I have had so many opportunities, and for me to really not realize that, man, I have been an extremist to one end of the scale to the other end. Me being balanced between my masculine and my feminine energies. God has been showing me more and more how to walk in balance, and I didn't realize how much I was really out of balance. Either I'm more masculine and leaving off the feminine, or I'm more feminine leaving off the masculine. And examples of that is, okay, let's say examples of the masculine. I'm going to turn, damn, I wish I knew how to turn the camera around so you all can see the view instead of looking at me sweat. But again, an example of the energies that's been, hi, how you doing? That has been coming to my attention about how I have been so out of balance, and thank God that now He's teaching me how to be whole, be a complete being, walk in the fullness, the deity, the God-like power. And that means that we do have to be balanced in all aspects of our mind and spirit and body. That's the fullness, the complete Godhead within us. So, and we'll always be learning, we're going to always be evolving to that growth, the highest growth. We'll never stop growing here on this land. Okay, an example of when I be too extreme on one end of the masculine side is, hey, how you doing? Okay, for example, tenants. When I'm getting ready to put my foot down regarding a tenant, I go to the extreme. No mercy, no compassion. But a few days ago, I am putting my foot down, and all of a sudden, my spirit hits me to where I didn't bring in the feminine. So now I'm witnessing the masculine being in total control without me involving the feminine. So I had an opportunity to witness me allowing the feminine and the masculine to work together on the decision making. And it's like I'm on the outside looking at this as if I'm watching a movie. It's awesome to see how to cooperate with your growth. It's beautiful to have the opportunity to participate with it and know to use each and every chance to evolve. So again, the tenant, me putting my foot down, I've always allowed the masculine to take control. No compassion, no sympathy, no mercy. You got to do that. You do it. You got to get it. You go now. Back in the days, I used to take that shit, forgive me, Father, and slang it out the door, but no, sometimes when I first started, that hood came out of me, you know what I'm saying? So, but, no, you had to learn to be disciplined, do things the legal way, I don't know, but anyway, that was an example of how I allowed the feminine to come in and help me decide what to do along with my masculine. Put some compassion and sympathy and mercy along with that strong arm, just dominance. No, we have to add compassion and mercy right along with that as well. Now, within the few recent days regarding God giving me the opportunity to let me witness me learning the balance between feminine and masculine and how to bring both of them together to work together to make decisions, not one alone away from the other making the decisions. Now, the example of how I was allowing the feminine to take control is, okay, I made my first investment I've ever made in my life Well, I did it a couple of times, but not as I did it this time, as a cash flow investment. Okay, so I invested in a home, and it's a cash flowing residence, instead of me renting all these homes for other owners. Why I'm not an owner by now? So, I made the step and became the first ownership of something in my life. And so I'm watching this, whatever, but anyway. So the first time ever owning anything, so I need a roof, as far as there are a few leaks on the roof. So I called the roofer out to get the estimates and everything, and he mentioned an astronomical amount. It was like, is you freaking crazy? So that was the feminine taking control. I really didn't want to hear one more word after he said that. I'm not getting you. No, I'm all in my emotions. I'm all in my feelings. Just not allowing logic nowhere to come in. It might be a reason it costs that much. You know what I'm saying? So now a week later, this morning, after God done gave me the time to balance my feminine energy and let the masculine energy come in and work together with my decision. Okay, here's how the masculine came in and just helped the feminine come in balance, instead of letting the feminine take total control. So I don't know how many times I done walked around, but I know I done did 2 of them on my way here. but anyway, the feminine energy taking full control was, I didn't want to hear one more word. After I heard it was over 1,000 something, I was done. I didn't want to hear nothing else. But the masculine, days later, had to come in and help the feminine, or come along with the feminine. And it's up to me to allow that to happen. We've got to allow the masculine and the feminine to work together. We can't shut one up. So this is how the masculine came in, and I'm allowing it because this morning I made a phone call. So that home is my investment. That home is supposed to take care of me. That cash flow that's coming from that home is supposed to take care of me. And so if you're not going to take care of your investments, how are you that's not wise. You need to take care of take care of you. So even, you plan on it being around for years. You don't want your cash flow to be deteriorating. So if it's taking care of us, we're supposed to be taking care of it, putting energy into it so it could keep producing that and more. That's the foundation to growing into more investments. How am I going to let my feminine take control and watch the investment deteriorate? So that wasn't wise. That wasn't me using any kind of logic. I was using only strictly emotions. So for me to allow the balance of masculine and the feminine to come together and make that decision, I was able to calm my emotions down, call that man this morning, and lo and behold, by me allowing the masculine and the feminine to work together, now I'm coming out with a better deal that I didn't even consider. So God, we've got to start allowing the masculine and the feminine to work together, and we've got to allow it. And it's good to see the growth when we can acknowledge and see the growth in ourselves on how we're allowing one side that is so strong, gung-ho on wanting to have its way, how we're allowing another viewpoint to come in. Whether it's so much logic, now we're allowing to the feminine passion and mercy and love to come in and help balance all of that dominant control or enforcement. And also, if we know the feminine energy, the all emotions, just running rampant on whatever emotion come your way, you just gun-ho on emotions. If you're happy, if you're mad, you just gun-ho following every emotion. So to allow the masculine to come in and help balance all of that fickle emotion stuff, neither one need to be making decisions by themselves, because we could be getting consequences that would not even be if we would have allowed the masculine and the feminine to be working together, to come with a divine decision. We don't have to keep going through lessons by allowing one end of the extreme to take control when we should be balanced. But I'm going to say 2 more laps to walk, but that's what I wanted to say. So I'm not lonely now. I had you all to kind of work with me through that loneliness. And again, I'm wearing my rose-colored glasses so I could attract me some love. And that was no, I'm joking. But yeah. So everybody have a nice day, and let's work that body. Let's keep our physical, eat right, get some type of motion in our bodies. Let's don't be too complacent, just not allowing the body to stay limber and moving. Keep it moving so we could keep that bounce in our lives. That bounce, that flexibility, that limberness, and the swiftness of just moving, keeping the bones strong, the blood thick. Let's eat right. Let's start thinking right, living right, so we could be right and allow the divine power to shine through us, because it is here. He's here. The divine universe, God, is right in our midst, and he want to be showing himself up through our bodies, through our vessels. All right, have a good day. Love you.